Welcome everybody. I hope you guys are enjoying TzedakaTHON so far. My name is Offy. Today I'm joined by the Challah Back Girls. I guess one of the Challah Back Girls. You want to say hello and introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, I'm Sarah Loftman, one of the 4 co-founders of Challah Back Girls and current CEO. It is so fun to be here. Offy, thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming. Yeah, so we're going to be baking some challah today. Challah is the bread that we eat on Shabbat. We're gonna get started. Just so everybody knows, I am a terrible baker. I don't bake, I don't cook, I'm a bit useless when it comes to that stuff, so it should be pretty interesting to see how this turns out. So bear with me and let's get to it.
You know what? I was in your shoes 2 years ago. I had no idea what I was doing, and my sisters helped me, and now we do this every day.
What's the recipe, or what are we talking?
Okay, well, first of all, it's a family recipe. We've been using it for years and years and years. It came on like a little index card, one of those things, and we took it out for every Shabbat. We have 7 eggs, yeast. I will use 3 tablespoons of.
I got the quick rise.
We have salt, 2 tablespoons and a teaspoon, and we have a whole bag of flour, 5 pounds. That's our recipe.
I don't know if this is 5 pounds, but I don't think we need 5 pounds of it. I think it's just the 5-pound bag, right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Vegetable oil and water and sugar, and that's that.
So let's get to it. So how do we start?
All right, so first we're gonna crack the 7 eggs into the mixer.
Alrighty. Count them with me at home. Ready?
Oh my God.
We got 1.
I 2.
No eggshells, no eggshells, no eggshells, no eggshells.
Right?
I don't really eat eggs, personally, so I don't really crack eggs very often either.
If you're an avid baker at home, you definitely are going to crack these eggs in another bowl before putting them in.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to make more things messy. How many did I put in?
Right.
4.
5, 6.
5. 6. 7. Easy money. I gotta wash my hands. Don't forget cleanliness at home, kids. Alrighty.
Love it.
Put it together so it looks like I did it in the proper order, but
Love it.
Alright, I got all 7 in here.
Okay, you're gonna kind of whisk it around.
So how did you start Challah Back Girls? Why did you start it?
We started Challah Back Girls, like many people might have taken on different hobbies and activities, quarantined. First time our whole family back at home as young adults in New Jersey. And we started baking challah. My sister Hannah, who couldn't be here today, she was like token baker. She bakes every week. I will save the next part for the yeast because that's going to take a minute. So let's get the yeast in the oven. Okay, cliffhanger. All right, let's take an oven-proof bowl.
Oven-proof? Is this oven-proof? Do we have an oven-proof bowl? Oh, do we not have one? Yeah. Is there something else we can do instead?
Yeah. Okay, we're going to take a small bowl. It'll just take a little bit longer, and that's okay.
Okay, that's fine. We got time.
Let's take 3 tablespoons of yeast.
1 TSP or do we want to TBSP?
TBS.
1 tablespoon. Found it.
Crack this baby open.
In the beginning of the pandemic, they were impossible to find. We always made fun of my mom for going to Costco so frequently and bringing home yeast. And we had all this yeast over the years and had no idea what to do with it. And then when no one could find yeast and we had it, that's also how our story evolved. We had the resources to make it happen.
So this is instant yeast. Will that make a difference?
We are going to see. I don't think it will, but
So each one of these is 1 tablespoon.
And just dump it in the bowl?
it says it's 1 tablespoon.
I mean, it filled the whole bag filled up.
Oh, yeah. Dump it in the bowl. 3 tablespoons.
Look at Randy Orton slithering. Watch out! From out of nowhere!
Okay. And then one more.
We're killing it.
Thank you.
There are 2 ingredients that we use at 2 different times. The yeast is not one of them, so we can say goodbye.
All right, so just put it to the side for now?
Yeah.
Okay.
The yeast bowl we're going to still use, and we're going to add 1 tablespoon of sugar.
I think this is sugar. Let me give her a little taste. Okay, definitely sugar.
We are going to put half a cup of warm water for those who are not putting their bowl into the oven. Make the water a little bit hotter.
Half a cup, you said?
Half a cup.
Hot water, you said?
Not super boiling, but hot.
And just dump it into the yeast?
We'll dump it into the yeast bowl and then have your spatula ready and move it around and mix it all together and then put it to the side, maybe by a window or a warm space.
Should I just put it on the balcony outside, or is that too hot?
You know, we're all about trying new things here at Challah Back Girls.
Well, it's gonna be like out in the sun, so it's like kind of like the oven, I guess.
It might
Sure
definitely
is.
work.
All right, I'm gonna go put it outside. All right, I'm back.
I'm so excited to see how that turns out.
I hope it doesn't ruin the whole thing, because that would be a real shame.
Listen, I think we just changed the game.
Yeah, maybe this is the new way to do it though. Maybe you'll be sticking it directly in the sun from now on. Who knows?
All right, I'm putting mine in the oven for about 5-6 minutes. It depends on how hot the water was. In the winter, you can't put anything near the windows. And sometimes we bring out our space heater because it gets so cold and nothing rises. And what I've learned being a former cooker, but now I understand baking, and all the bakers are like, it's a science. And it is. I'm not putting any baking down because I've never had to measure so well in my life.
I think you just made a lot of people very angry, and I'm sure you'll hear about it.
DM me.
Come find me in the comment section.
While the yeast is rising, we will get our mixture ready, and that's kind of the last step of the dough. We are going to use 2 cups of sugar.
Let's use this half cup because it's already out. Let's do 4 half cups. Quick maths.
You're such a baker now.
I'm more of a mathematician.
They go hand in hand. Did I get the bakers back on my side now?
I don't know, they're a tough crowd to please, especially the Jewish ones, you know?
Oh, yes. Yeah, everyone has an opinion.
Everybody's Bobby does it better, you know?
Right, exactly.
Okay, so four half cups.
4 half cups.
Right into the eggs?
No, right into a big bowl.
Good thing I didn't just dump it right into the eggs.
That's a good question.
Sugar is in.
Okay, so it's 7 teaspoons of salt or 2 tablespoons and 1 teaspoon of salt.
I'm just gonna keep using this half. So wait, you said 1 cup?
Of salt?
Wait.
I'm trying to do the math. Wait, you said 2 cups and 1 teaspoon?
2 cups of sugar.
Yeah.
Salt is 2 tablespoons and 1 teaspoon.
2 tablespoons and 1 teaspoon. Okay, that would be a lot more salt then.
You know, and that's really important because the salt, if it's too much salt, it won't rise and then ultimately won't cook. And we've run into that problem before.
All right, so 2 of these. 1, 2. And then a teaspoon. Okay. So that's all loaded up.
And then on deck, we have the oil, 1.5 cups. And I use the same half cup as the hot water, so 3 of those. We're gonna have to call our middle school math teachers after this.
Oh, they're gonna be so proud of us.
So
right?
proud.
And dump it right in the sugar, right?
Right in the sugar bowl.
Okay, good. Because I did it already.
We're no turning back now.
And then you're gonna mix that.
I feel like we're gonna make way more challah than I intended to today, but.
Never a bad thing.
It'll be alright. I'm
Tomorrow.
gonna owe my mom some yeast.
And then just start stirring.
Mix that up so it looks like this.
It's like slush on the side of the road.
Yes, exactly. All right, now our yeast is almost ready.
Is this a good consistency?
It's
I'd like to
awesome.
really-
Really tell.
That's great. How's your yeast looking?
I'll go check on it.
Definitely looking pretty yeasty.
It's like raising a bunch.
Okay. Oh wow. All right,
Just put it on there.
don't smush it around anymore. I think it's ready. I think it's ready to experiment on. All right, I'm getting mine from the oven. Also, so it should look like a little bubbly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely a little bubbly.
That's awesome. We just changed the game. Okay, now the yeast goes right into the eggs.
Okay, just pour the whole thing.
Yeah, pour the whole thing in. Super satisfying.
Oh, it just gloops right in there.
And take your spatula. And the thing about yeast is you want to get every inch of it
Yeah.
in order to work.
It smells like beer.
Right?
I think that's what beer is.
These are just things you don't experience unless you've done it before, okay?
My parents are sitting over there looking at me like, yeah.
Hi, guys. Beer, yeast.
Hello. This is going to make a lot of color.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is this 12 cups, in other words, of flour?
Yeah, about. Wow, get your mom on here.
Hey, hop on.
Hello.
Julia,
So this
audience
would be the amount that you would take challah and you make a bracha. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Ooh, we'll have to do that. She was like, I don't think we're gonna make enough for that. And
Mom,
Oh,
you're
it's
a
gonna be-
Challah Back girl. You didn't even know it. Okay, yeah. So everything is in the egg bowl, and now we can turn on your mixer.
Wait, should I pour this stuff in it too?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Just the yeast. You're asking the great questions. Yeast
Yeah.
and eggs get mixed right now.
How does this?
Mommy.
Mommy, I need some help.
I'm trying to lift it up so I can
Oh.
get the bowl in. Oh, okay.
Yeah, oh, it's with the handle on the back.
Ah, there we go.
In
Okay.
there and twist.
We're getting
No,
there.
You didn't lock it in.
Just trying to be entertaining. I have lifted up. All right.
And then this has to go in and you have to turn it up like, to lock it until it can't go any further.
Perfect. All right. And then in the mixer it goes. Whoa, that was heavier than I thought it was. What stir setting do we think?
2 is fine.
Okay, that's quick.
It's speedy.
If it
Okay,
feels
we're gonna
too
let that do
quick,
its thing.
slow it down. Enjoy the moment. Put it on 1.
How long do I let that go for?
That's gonna mix until we put the last 4 cups of boiling water.
Should I throw some in the kettle kind of thing?
Yeah, that works
Yeah.
too. Well, and it's 4 cups. I use a whole 4-cup measure, but you can use.
Let's use the half.
How are we doing?
I think we're doing good. We're just heating up the kettle right now.
Oil can go away. Everything can go away now, except for flour and what we have in the bowls.
I also have some vanilla extract and honey.
We could infuse.
Maybe I'll douse a little in there, just see what happens, you know?
Right.
Give it a little.
Vanilla infusement. Be good.
There you go. You like jazz? It's a B-movie reference.
Okay. Now that's in there. I hope that doesn't ruin it. Gonna give her a little stir.
It'll just be sweeter, which is never a bad
I
thing.
do like sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and that hot water, when it's ready, is gonna go right into the sugar bowl, and you want to mix it.
It's at 66 degrees, needs to get to 100. That's Celsius.
I'm Canadian.
Thank you.
I do apologize for all my American viewers out there.
Who's the coolest person you've gotten to work with through Challah Back Girls?
The coolest person we've baked with, our dear friend Zach Banner. He's a football player,
Yep.
and we had the opportunity to partner with him and his foundation, B3 Foundation, and then we partnered every summer. We've done something cool to raise money for some public school education. And we got to bake with him last summer, and he braided that challah better than any of it. We all were like,
No way. That's amazing.
it was awesome. It was awesome.
So let's do 4 of these. You said 2 cups?
4 cups.
4 cups. So
Is that a half cup?
8
halves. No, I know, but I've just been doing it like this, so we're just gonna do it this way.
He refuses to get any more equipment.
Yeah, I don't want to
dirty.
get them all dirty and then have to clean them afterwards. Oh, I hope I made enough water. I don't think I did. It's 4.
I'm gonna fill it all the way to the top.
Wait, 7? Wait. This will be a Sonic miracle. TzedakaTHON miracle. Every last drip.
You know, that's probably enough. Hopefully.
Yeah, it was great.
We'll see. Who knows?
Okay.
All right, now mix it before it gets cool, and so it looks like a smooth drink.
Dump the whole thing in. Into the eggs?
No, first mix it like that in that bowl so it's
Okay.
all smooth, and then we're gonna pour that into the egg.
Okay, I'm glad I'm like clarifying because I think I did everything wrong the entire time.
So now it's like pretty good mix.
Love it. All right, let's get that into the electric mixer. Also, the sugar really, I mean, it all matters, but it makes difference. Okay, and then we can get that back on 2 on the mixer.
Get all that good stuff out of there.
Lock that baby in.
Crank it up to 2. Get her going.
Yeah, we're done with all bowls. The only thing that's left for us to do is add this flour into the electric mixer and then let it rise and have delicious challah.
So how long does this mix for?
3 minutes, but we've already been mixing a bit, so it should be almost set to go. As long as like the yeast and water and everything blended together, we're
Perfect.
good. And then we're gonna add the flour in 3 parts. It's a lot for the mixer to hold at once.
And we're done with the half cup, right? The trusty half cup.
Done with the half cup. You really put that half cup to use.
Oh, I got my use out of it. That's fair.
How's your bowl looking?
Yellow.
Okay.
Like eggy. I don't know.
Does it look kind of smooth or no?
Sorry, it looks smooth. Yeah, it looks like orange juice.
Okay. Oh, because you also put honey.
Well, I mean, it's just like eggy. I didn't put that much honey in there, honestly. I don't think it's going to make a difference. But
It looked like a lot of honey when you're from this
did
angle.
it? Okay, maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe
Not
it
in
was
a-
way too much honey.
No, not in a bad way, but it would be a funny video because you're like, okay, so like your mom said, 12 cups.
Okay,
of
so we
flour.
won't use a half cup this time. We'll whip out
Yeah.
we'll whip out the 1 cup because it's
You're upgrading to a 1 cup.
gonna take way too long. And just dump it directly into this.
Yeah, but let's do like 4
We'll
cups
do-
at a time.
4 cups at a time. Okay. Handle with me at home, okay? Go 1, 2,
You're
3,
like me, you're just pouring the bag in.
and then you said 4 cups at a time, right? All right, so that's 4 cups. What? Put it on 1, yeah. Yeah. So crank it up to 10. It's just flying. We'll let that run. So let's go back to those questions. What have you raised money for in the past?
We have raised about 150K for different organizations.
Wait, sorry. What was that? 150. What did you say?
K.
$150,000 for charity? Wow,
Yeah.
that's insane. So 150K for good causes.
Challah Back Girls has raised over 150K for a slew of different organizations that are
Mhm.
working to advance social and racial equity across the
Nice.
world. It's been amazing to work with 19 or 20 organizations, and we partner with each of them in a unique way. Some we're creating content together, some we are doing events like this to fundraise for their organization, and some we just collaborate and amplify each other's work and make sure their mission is centered in an important way.
That's so awesome. I really love that. And it's like baking is like comes from the heart. You know what I mean? You got to put the love, you got to put the time into it, and it's like the exact same thing. That's what I'm really excited about this whole TzedakaTHON event, because it's like we get to use our platform and use influencers to try and raise some money for good cause. You know, everything that's happening in Ukraine is just insane right now, and the little that we can do is it's really awesome that we're able to do it. And it's a big part of Judaism too, like the act of tzedakah and giving to charity.
It's really cool the kinds of people that have ordered challah, that have asked about challah, that have sent challah to someone special or donated in honor of maybe someone who just passed or someone in their local community. Just bringing everyone together through challah is mind-blowing.
So how can our
Okay.
viewers at home get involved with Challah Back Girls? Like, what can they do with you guys?
Let's bake together. We can do an event like this. We can work with an organization that's important to you. We can come to your community and have a discussion with all ages and kinds of people, and really just learn about each other and order challah, because a portion of proceeds are donated to a special cause. We were able to raise money for Ukraine humanitarian relief efforts, and we continue to do that. And that's why we're partnering with Lost Tribe to make that happen, because it's an ongoing fight and community is important. So let's do it together.
That's awesome. And what's that shirt you're wearing right now? I see.
Oh, Offy, thank you so much for asking. This is a You Are Loafed sweatshirt. We love a good bread pun. So You Are Loafed, you can order it. A portion of our merch proceeds also act in the same way as our challah does. Donated, fundraised, help to amplify other organizations and people working towards the same goal. So check it out, shop.challahbackgirls.org, and You Are Loafed always.
That's awesome. I'm actually gonna pick one up after this. That's a great shirt.
I can't wait.
And I do love a good pun. Should we get the next couple cups in here?
Let's do it. Another 4 right in there.
I'm gonna just scrape down the sides just to make sure that everything's
Yes.
getting
You read my
almost
mind.
fine.
At one point in our kitchen, we had 4 of these going at the same time every day, and it was absurd.
Yeah, let's put this.
Is it spilling everywhere?
Not everywhere, just pretty much everywhere.
So we got another 4 of these guys, right?
We need to take up the trusty scraper.
Uh-huh.
Let's get that going.
1, 2, 3, and then is that 4? We'll just push that down a little bit. Well, it's getting pretty full. Alrighty, and we're gonna put that back on.
We're probably gonna need more flour then.
Let's see if I can do this.
It's still all over the place, so maybe my mommy will do it for me. Thanks, Mom. She's adjusting me. Rightfully so, she doesn't trust me.
I mean, this is kind of how Challah Back Girls started. We all were like, oh, what do you need? Do you need help with this? What about this? And now we have Challah Back Mom and Challah Back Dad shirts because you got to give credit.
No
where
way,
credit's
that's so
due.
fun.
Should we make some Offy's mom and Offy's dad's merch?
It's getting thicker, definitely getting thicker.
I mean, after this step, it's really, we're going to cover the bowl with saran or a hot cloth, and that's going to rise. It can even stay in the bowl, and it'll rise for like about an hour or something, or you can put it in the fridge
Cool.
and do it later, whatever you want.
What's something you're excited about for the future of Challah Back Girls?
Near future, and it's kind of like an ongoing goal in everything that we do, is just embedding Olam into everything that we do, which is a Hebrew phrase for repair the world. And you can't do it all at once, and you can't do it alone. So it really takes a village, and it really takes community. And that doesn't just mean the Jewish community, but we are stronger together. And so if we do a little bit each day, even if it's sending challah to someone in Montana that's never had it before and can learn with you, that's something. Long term, we want to have like a big factory and have people come to it and see the process and learn about the challah from a Jewish perspective, from a human perspective, from a baking perspective, and have it be this intergenerational, intersectional movement that everyone can participate in. That's the plan. Will you help me get there?
This is one of the steps along the way, you know. You start small and you work your way up.
Here.
I mean, this is huge. This is big time. Yeah. So,
who's like a dream guest to bake challah with? Put it into the universe right now.
Well, from a baking perspective, I would love to bake with Adina Sussman. I think she has a thought process that can't be matched. From a different perspective, we want to get Gwen Stefani in here because our name is definitely an ode to her song.
Ain't no Challah Back Girls, yeah.
We were sitting, it was the first week that we started to bake, and people were asking us how they can order off social media because everyone was still very isolated at the time. And we didn't want to just have someone purchase the challah and make money off of it. And at the same time was the murder of George Floyd and all these conversations about racial justice getting bigger and bigger and embedded into different households and important conversations. And we're sitting here and we're like, how can we give back through our challah? And our dad, our Challah Back dad, was like, why don't you just be the Challah Back Girls? Like, you're a house of strong people that will just make things happen if you want to, and maybe Gwen Stefani will order challah. And so we're really close.
So Gwen, if you're watching this, hit us up.
How are we looking here? Okay, this is looking really, it's still pretty floury on like the sides and
smush it down on the side. That's totally fine. People will sometimes move the dough into another bowl that's oiled or sprayed with Pam and let it rise there. Because we're on the train of let's not make more equipment messy, because your bowl might be a little bit smaller, maybe do like 3, because when you pour it out, you're going to add flour to it to knead it.
Here's what we're cooking with right now. That's what we're rocking with.
Maybe add like 2 or 3 more cups. And then, because you don't want it too liquidy, but you don't want it overflowing.
It's starting to stick to the spatula and stuff. So
you're saying add 3 right now and we'll add 1 later?
Yeah, add as much as you can now. As close to 4. Don't stress. That's what mine looks like.
Let's try the mixer.
I gotta get the flour on the face.
As soon as you start working with flour, it's gotta come out, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So now it's completely immersed.
Oh, okay.
That's on the lowest?
Yeah. Okay, yeah,
I
it's
think
spitting
you
it
just
out.
got too much.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to hand mix this at this point. Is that the call?
Got it. It's a workout.
Okay.
But
Hey, you
you're
know what? I could use it. I'm on the workout grind anyway, so it's okay. All right. Cue the intense music. No, like I'm sure the music's doing something to make it look way more.
Yeah.
Definitely doughy.
Yay.
If I've ever seen dough, which I'm not sure I have, this is definitely a. Mom, I'll clean it up after.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to help.
You just don't trust me?
Everywhere else.
She's a baker, so she's in the zone now.
Okay, wait, we're cooking with gas here now. That's a lot of dough.
Yes, it is.
We're gonna be eating good all week long. It's a Monday.
I'm so proud. Sometimes when you're just going, when you actually bake challah, you're forced to be like, okay, what's this step? And let's slow down and let's mix this. And it's all about like patience. So we're like, okay, you know, in our brains, we're like, we have to get out 400 challahs this week. How are we going to do that? And this woman is like, let's just breathe and look out in the dough.
It's like, no, we gotta stir. We gotta stir.
Let's try it.
We're definitely doing something.
I love it.
I'll give you a quick look.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
big. That's great. I would add a little bit more flour. If not, you'll add flour on the back end. Do you have a bigger bowl than that, like to let it rise?
I've got the thing I put the eggs in the first place.
Okay, it's okay. I'm worried that it'll overflow when it's rising. That's why. I'm having FOMO with the flour, so I'm putting it on my face too.
Okay, cool. Yeah. It's a good look.
We're ready. We're ready for baking season.
Yeah, this is the 12th cup. And for those at home, if they want to adjust to make less, what would you recommend?
So you can half the recipe. There are 7 eggs in the full recipe. So you could use 4 small eggs if you want to make less. Because of the science of the recipe, which is what I learned maybe the hard way, is that it's just better to make the full batch and then put some in the freezer for another time. Our dough freezes really well at any of the baking process, which is good to know. And it's we get that question a lot.
Well, I think we're going to have enough challah for the next 3 years.
Exactly. That's how we feel. And then we started making it for other people and realized it just is flying out the window.
All right, this is looking good. Gotta make it all. I'm not going to the gym tonight, that's for sure.
Right. Just ice your arm. And then you can cover that with a warm towel or tightly saran wrap the top. Baby, sit. That looks awesome.
Look at that.
Yeah, get it all.
I'm gonna leave the rest in here. There's plenty. All right, and then we go saran wrap.
Saran wrap it super tight to keep the heat in.
Mom, I know. My mom's standing behind the camera, like, pull it over and look at it. This is tightly sealed now. And we put that where? In the fridge?
I can do it overnight rise, or we can bake it later, and then in which case we'll just put it to the side and let it rise for about an hour and a half. You can put it on the fridge if you're doing it tomorrow.
Thank you so much for doing this with us. We really, really enjoyed it. Where can they find you? What are your social media handles, all that kind of stuff?
So you can find us on Instagram at Challah Back Girls _ our Facebook, on TikTok, on LinkedIn for those wanting to keep up there,
Awesome.
or on our website www.challahbackgirls.org. And feel free to reach out with any questions, any comments, any flavor suggestions, any fundraiser ideas. We can't wait to connect. And thank you to the Lost Tribe for having Challah Back Girls and myself do a little baking on this fine day. We can't wait to see how your challah turns out.
I'm very excited too. Thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. And I guess now we'll cut to the next part. And we're back. Now we are ready. The dough is risen. Check this out. Oh my God.
I'm worried that it'll overflow when it's rising. That's why.
It is ginormous. It completely spilled over.
So, first step, my mom will be helping me a little bit because there's a lot of dough here. Get out of my hands and we're all ready to go. So, she said to dump it out onto... Oh, look at all that. Oh. And then we're supposed to take the palms of our hands and knead. So we're supposed to get the air bubbles out. So we're just gonna be kneading it. I hope this is the right thing. This is a lot of dough.
You might need to add more flour underneath because it's gonna stick.
It's a workout.
Knead the flour until the batch of dough is kind of an oval shape on the counter in front of you.
Ovular.
And with a dough cutter, divide the oval shaped batch of dough in front of you into 8 pieces. Knead each smaller piece of dough so that there are for sure no air bubbles left.
So, we're gonna continue to knead this one so it's not so sticky. We're gonna cut this into thirds. And we're gonna make a little snaky, jiggy snaky, snaky jiggy. Jig the snake? What do you think? Thinking about all the people that need healing and all the people that need a little, you know, thoughts, especially like those in Ukraine. I have always rocked really short hair, so I'm not exactly the best braider in the world.
Yeah, you pinch
But
them.
you pinch I know you do that, and then we go. What are you doing?
I'm trying to help you.
Mom, it's my challah. Let it look however it's
That
gonna
looks
look.
good. And then pinch, and then I'll show you. Kind of tuck them under a little bit.
And that's challah number 1.
And
Only 8 more to go.
Cover a baking tray with parchment paper or spray it with something like Pam cooking spray and place the now braided challah dough onto that baking tray. Once the trays are full of the challah dough, your dough is braided. You can cover the challahs with a damp, warm kitchen towel to have a second rise for a little bit so it's super fluffy and doughy and makes this recipe unique. After about 45 minutes, when the second rise, turn your oven on to 325 Fahrenheit and we're gonna make the egg wash.
Pinch it there at the top. Left, right. Left, right. It goes left to right. Left to right. What song is that? I don't think it's an actual song. And then we're going to tuck them in. And that's a little scuffed.
hold it up.
But
No,
here.
don't put flour on
No?
it. No.
Oops. My little baby. The first one's a lot nicer. And we're just going to keep repeating this. So, I'll catch you in a minute. We are now going to be cracking some eggs, making an egg wash. So we can coat the challahs so they get that nice brown texture.
Like bang them.
We have enough challahs to feed a small army. We're just going to take this egg that we beat up. Got my everything but the bagel from Trader Joe's. We don't live in America, but we got it ordered here. My mom's been putting this on. They are delicious. So we're going to put some egg wash on it. top it. Alright, so those are going to be everything but the big ones. What else we got? Don't go too thick. Pro tip. We're going to put sesame seeds on these bad girls. Perfect. We're preheating the oven to 325. And we're gonna toss them in there. All right, and for these ones, we're gonna put a little chocolate chips. Give her a little. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. For good measure. Don't tell my mom. You like sprinkles.
I don't.
Rainbow decor. We're gonna put these over here, ready to be tossed in the oven. And that's gonna do it for now. We're gonna throw those in the oven, and we'll check back in after this next clip. And here we go. Here's the final product. Check this out. Oh man, these look absolutely delicious. I hope you guys enjoyed this segment, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of TzedakaTHON. Thanks for tuning in.